Hey y'all, what's up? You are now in tune to TNS Bosses Inc. YouTube channel. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share this page. It is off the chain.
Let's go.
You gotta put me on blast like that, man.
Yeah, what's going on, guys? This your boy MFC CEO. What's going on right now? We got another TNS Bosses episode about to run for you guys right now. But you know, right now we got a special guest with us right now. That boy Scotty. He's on with us right now to talk about XRP and what's going on with the news. Right now, I gotta say what's up with the boss. What's up, boss?
Good morning. How you guys doing? Hope you had a good night. They thought we, we're not gonna drop a second video back to back, boss.
I mean, we gotta drop it back to back like MJ. You know what I'm saying? We gotta do it like MJ, man. We gotta drop it back to back, you know?
Yeah.
But right now we wanna
absolutely. But welcome to the channel, guys.
Right now we wanna introduce that boy Scotty. Scotty, what's going on? Say what's up to the people.
What's going on, good people? How you guys doing today, bosses? Hope all is well with you guys. And also, I go by Scotty, Ashton, first name Ashton, but I go by Scotty. I've been knowing these two bosses for the past, 5 years now that I've been knowing you?
Yeah, it's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
We work at the same place. Pretty much we've been co-workers for a while now. And thanks to these two, I was able to get into the crypto world. And ever since that, I've been into the crypto world, I would say that my life has changed because I've actually managed to see that there is another opportunity. There's another route that I can look forward to, that I can take to be successful and to at least make something, and thanks to, T Money. He was the very first person to actually, approach me, and, he just approached me. He just asked me, if I was open-minded, if I'm willing to think outside the box and look for something or get into something. And sure enough, I was. And ever since then, he taught me, and I just ran with it. And then, of course, boss right here also, we would talk about it. He would drop some jewels, and then he would show me a few things on how to do a few things as well. And from there, I just ran with it. And 2.5 years in now. And like I said, I'm happy, I'm satisfied, and I'm excited now. It's like, because I'm excited because I feel like I managed to do a lot of due diligence into this crypto space. So now I'm just waiting to see what else is out there for us.
Yeah, no doubt. I like that hoodie got, by the way, good sir.
Oh, thank you, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I like that hoodie. Well, you talk about dropping jewels. Let's get into it, boss. I'm hyped. Right. We did a video last night. Only got 4 hours of sleep because I was up studying for the people. But let's get into it, man. Scotty here right now. We about to make it happen, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I know why I'm so hyped this morning, man, but it's getting real. But that's for y'all. Breaking news. Here you go. I'm on fire this morning. CasinoCoin Uphold, a perfect pair. This is what I'm talking about, man. You see what I'm saying?
I see it.
Don't wait and miss out the perfect opportunity for both you and your customers. Uphold and CasinoCoin. Possibility CasinoCoin won't be on Uphold. That's Uphold is another major exchange. Let me minimize this right here. Uphold is another major exchange that if CasinoCoin goes on Uphold, the price will go up. But I'm gonna go to Scat Daddy right quick and get his thoughts on that.
Well, casino coins, you guys mentioned it to me a while back. I even attend the seminars and you guys been talking about it. And I think that it's one of those sleeping giants. Like it's a great opportunity for you to get in right now because you don't want to miss that train, because once they start going into certain platforms like Uphold, it's one of the big platforms. So let's say if once Uphold get a hold of it, and then you have Coinbase, then you have BitTrue, and I'm pretty sure BitTrue already have casino coins. But once you get all those major platforms that's actually trading casino, you pretty much you gonna miss that train, because right now this is a good price entry, I would say, to get into, to be part of it and participate in it. So casino is doing a lot of big things.
Boss.
I mean, absolutely. Like, Uphold has been one of the exchanges that, that has been standing in the paint, basically. Like, when everybody else, neglected XRP, that was the only one, still, you can go and Uphold and buy some XRP. And we all know a casino coin to run on an XRP ledger, and one thing people got to understand, the more exchanges that a coin could get listed on, is more liquidity it provides to that project. You see what I'm saying? So, shout out to Uphold.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Let's move on. Let's move on, guys. Let's move on. All right, guys, here goes another one for you guys, man. Today, boom, XR Dodge. Such a great, such as great XRP ledger meet up tonight. It was last night. Great to meet up with XRP Net. PF Office and Ripple. Looking forward to seeing you guys again. Check out the pics. Check it out. So they're having a meetup, which is not over here. They have them in the United States. They have a meetup XR Dodge. You guys have to understand this right here is that you have Shiba Inu, you have different coins. One of the CEOs said that number one thing you have to do, don't look at the price. Number one, you have to build your community. Once you build a community, the price is going to go up. See, they having meetings about XR Dodge. You see what I'm saying? So this is what y'all have to pay attention to. See what's going on in the space, because the meetings turn into a big community, and the community, they put more money in, and the crypto will start growing. Of course, y'all know XR Dodge is under XRP and the XRP ledger. You see what I'm saying? And in this space, TNS Bosses Inc., we're not financial advisors, but we always tell you guys, hey, anything that's under the XRP ledger, we getting. Period. Scotty, what you got to say about that?
That's great news, man. Because I got into XR Doge in the beginning of this year, around January timeframe, when you and T Money, spoke to me about it, and ever since then, I ran with it as well. But like I said, with casino, that's being a sleeping giant. This one is also a sleeping giant too, as well, because like you said, it's under the XRP ledger, and we all know the more on-demand liquidity on that XRP ledger, once everything starting to branch out, the price would eventually appreciate, and then that's when everything will skyrocket. So I'll say that's a big step for XRP Doge community and people like us who are involved in the XRP Doge community as well.
Boss.
Yeah, absolutely. Like we always said, anything under the XRP ledger umbrella is going to flourish, not financial advice, but that's what we do. Like we focus, basically try to get your goals. Once you get your goals met with your XLM and XRP, now you can transition to going to these little projects. You see what I'm saying? And I think everything under the XRP ledger is going to blossom, and I have some XR Doge also.
Okay. Well, let's keep rocking, boss. I can't let the people wait. Let's keep rocking. Let's keep going, man. Check this out. All right, boss, you remember this video clip right here? I mean, hey, he's telling the truth. So check it out, guys.
Commissioner, Mr. President, I rise again, I'm afraid, to make the same old hoary speech that I've been making here for several years, and that is, it is my opinion that you do not really understand the concept of banking. All the banks are broke. Bank Santander, Deutsche Bank, Royal Bank of Scotland, they're all broke. And why are they broke? It isn't an act of God. It isn't some sort of tsunami. They're broke because we have a system called fractional reserve banking, which means that banks can lend money that they don't actually have. It's a criminal scandal, and it's been going on for too long. To add to that problem, you have moral hazard, a very significant moral hazard from the political sphere. And most of the problem starts in politics and central banks, which are part of the same political system. We have counterfeiting, sometimes called quantitative easing, but counterfeiting by any other name. The artificial printing of money, which if any ordinary person did, they'd go to prison for a very long time. And yet governments and central banks do it all the time. Central banks repress the amount of interest that rates are, so we don't have the real cost of money. And yet we blame the real retail banks for manipulating LIBOR. The sheer effrontery of this is quite astonishing. It's central banks that manipulate interest rates, Commissioner. And plus, underneath all this, we talk loosely, in a rather cavalier fashion, do we not, about deposit guarantees. So when banks go broke through their own incompetence and chicanery, the taxpayer picks up the tab. It's theft from the taxpayer. And until we start sending bankers, and I include central bankers and politicians, to prison for this outrage, it will continue.
Boss, talk to me, boss. Let's go.
I mean, we spoke about this on our last show last night, how these guys are not being held accountable for the thing that they're doing. They're not doubt. They're gonna keep doing it. They just get a pat, saying, oh, don't do that again. And then they keep doing it, and we're the one that gotta pay for it. And I don't think it's fair for us, to the working class. It's just not right. But we live in a world that, it's just it's insane, man. The thing that they're allowed to happen is just insane.
Scotty.
I agree 100% with T Money, because these people, those elites, they pretty much they run pretty much all the money that we could think of that's in the bank. But at the same time, they can drop the ball too, and then we, the people, have to pick up their slack, and then to make things get back to the norm, to the way it's supposed to be, the way things supposed to be run. So yeah, I agree with T Money 100%, because I'm pretty sure that's part of the reasons why inflation is so high.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with us, the people. It's just the governed people, whoever that's in charge of the whole currency and everything. It's just, everything's just out of whack at this moment, unfortunately.
And the thing is, also, like, I feel like right now they're picking the wrong time to continue the thing that they're doing, because now everything is going to be transparent on the blockchain. Like, whatever transaction you do, people are going to see it. You know what I mean? So they got to tighten up.
And it's funny that you said that, because I think that, my opinion, I'm not trying to be a conspiracy theorist, but I feel like that's one of the main reasons why you have a lot of congressmen who slowly like trying to prevent the whole new reset, as far as like with the XRP, with the XLM, with the XDCs and Algorand and so much more, whatever, all those coins that are compliant with the ISO 2022. I feel like that's why, because like you just said, because everything else, when it goes to that blockchain, everything is going to be encrypted, everything's going to be tracked down. So it's going to be harder for them to try to manipulate the system and stuff like that. So I think that's what it is.
And they've been manipulating the system for a very long time, dude. For a long time. Now it's the gig's up, man.
Real quick, the man said that the taxpayers is paying the money and try to bail them out on their own mistakes. So you telling me that you're working and paying taxes, and you're working all that overtime, and you're doing everything, and you paying taxes on it, and then they messing up because you're trying to bail them out? That's just my thoughts, but I'm just going to move on.
It's crazy.
I'm just going to move on. Let me see.
Yeah, it's sad.
Let's go. All right. Yeah, here we go right here. Listen up, guys. Listen up.
Game changer if national governments are going to get behind cryptocurrencies. Where does this take us?
Totally. And I think it's a massive market and geopolitical issue. I've written a little article about this, actually, which I put up on LinkedIn, where I said, you got to understand, If the size of your debt problem is so big that it can't be paid off, and in fact, even inflation, which is the usual way you would seek to default on your debt slowly over time, you can't get enough inflation generated, then there is one further option, and that is you literally abandon the entire system of money and accounting. And I know that sounds unbelievably radical, but we've seen it happen before. And I explained the example of Britain in 1834, when they abandoned the traditional system they'd used for 1,000 years at that time, which was called the tally stick system. And so when we say we tally things up, or the word stock market refers to the use of little wooden stocks. There were literally pieces of wood on which you would record every transaction during your life, every borrowing, every lending deal, every asset acquisition, every tax payment. And so since that had, the way it worked was literally a wooden board. You cracked it in half really roughly, so the two sides definitely did match and couldn't be faked. And then the borrower and the lender each marked all their transactions. And the stock end was always the smaller end, right? So that's where we get stock market. There was a market in the stocks, these little wooden sticks. Anyway, bottom line was, why would you abandon a system that's worked perfectly beautifully for 1,000 years? And the answer is, you had 200 years of war debts that had accumulated. They were unable to get inflation up enough without causing social unrest. And so the government said, hey, let's actually take the tally sticks back and give people this great new innovation called paper money. Now you can imagine, everybody's like, what, I'm going to hand over this record, this ledger of my entire net worth, and you're going to give me a piece of paper? Really? Like, this is a joke. So in the end, what the government had to do was actually confiscate the tally sticks, and they took them to Parliament to burn them. And they misjudged how much heat the fire would throw off, and that is what caused Parliament to burn to the ground in 1834. Was the
So once again, it's on, sir. Do y'all understand what just happened just then? Keep in mind, guys, that this is the same lady saying that she was with Reagan. Well, her father was with Reagan when they went to the dollar got off the gold standard. But let me get y'all thoughts on that. I'll start with Scott.
Oh, that's the same lady that mentioned that. Yeah, that her father was with Nixon, right?
Yep.
Or Reagan.
I think it was Reagan. Hello. Let me see.
Did you guys hear any statics during the video on your end?
Nah, I didn't hear no static.
Yeah, because on my end it was like very staticky.
Well, we got you. We got you, Scotty. There, we got you. Like I say, it was Richard Nixon.
So I didn't really hear everything. Richard Nixon, right?
Yeah.
Yes. I've heard about. I had. It was one of the daughters of the guy that was with Richard Nixon around the time in 1970, a dollar from the gold standard, and then now she boldly claimed that there's a new financial system that's going to be upon us, no if or buts about it, and it's
just crazy, man. It's just crazy. I think that the world debt is what, at 30 trillion, boss? $30 trillion. Yeah, so it's just time to get back to the Bretton Woods. They call it the Bretton Woods 3. Just go back to the gold standard, man. Because the whole QE, you printing money out of thin air. You see what I'm saying? I think we just lost Cat Daddy. You printing money out of thin air, and there's nothing back in the dollar. Your dollar keep depreciating. Your purchasing power keep going down. Like, it's just time to get back to how it once were. You know what I'm saying? When it was working. You see what I'm saying? So. Ain't nothing wrong with change. There's nothing wrong with, like, okay, we was doing this for a long time now. Let's just go back to how it was.
So, like I said, she said that how the market, the government already done overflow their the money and everything. They don't overdid it. You see what I'm saying? So she was like, just like they did back in the day. How do you How do you get rid of all that stuff? You got to start all over. This is what she said. You got to start all over. And she said that, this paraphrasing, that they was giving them paper, which is like dollars. And like, what is it? This is a joke. You see what I'm saying? And they stayed on that standard. So now what's happening is that it's ridiculous. How ridiculous is it? Well, let's show you. Let's show you. You're looking at right now on your on the screen is the U.S. national debt, which is $30 trillion, knocking on $31 trillion.
30 trillion.
You see that? Then you got debt per citizen is $91,000. Debt per taxpayer is $242,500. This is what's going on. You guys see that? It's ridiculous, right? This is live.
Yeah, it is ridiculous.
Yeah, but you gotta understand the U.S. millionaires is only over 22 million on U.S. millionaires. Ain't that something? But as you look at this U.S. debt clock, you see why she said that they overflowing it, they flooding everything up, because this $30 trillion, as we talking right now, is constantly going up. Is that now they don't care because they about to reset everything. You see, this is why they don't care if they go ahead and giving you the stimulus money. They don't care if they're giving you the SBA loans. They don't care if they're doing that, because they get ready for the reset everything. So they will give the people the money. And the only reason the crisis came, right? When the crisis came, which is the war, COVID, all that came, so they could throw all this money out and just go ahead and blow up the system. This is all what it's for. And she just said it. You see, she just said it. So y'all got to understand, people, if you listening, you're looking what is going on. They're going to get ready to destroy the dollar because it was bogus in the first place. And she just said that they're going to digital dollar. Just what she just said.
Right.
So, thoughts, boss, or are we moving on?
I mean, it's just, like I said, they've been getting away with it for way too long, and now it's imploded on them, so it's their doing, it's their wrongdoing, and you would think that they would have to face the consequences, but they're not, what I'm saying? If anything, whenever the banks, they go crazy with money, they the first one to get bailed out. You see what I'm saying? So absolutely, that's why they're doing all these PPP loans. So they just taking advantage of the whole system. And I think this year alone, or the last 2 years, they print more money than they ever did, because they probably know that they blown it up, because they know they're gonna transition to like a new system.
Right. And I agree that there's a new, like we all know, there's a new system that's that's getting ready to be shifted, but they're doing all these printing. They're printing excessive amount of money. They just, and then on top of that, they owe countries monies as well, but they just still printing. They just dumping excessive amount of money. So then my biggest issue with this is that, not saying that I'm impatient, but it's just the thought of, if we know right from wrong, and we know that the new system is getting ready to be implemented, then what's the holdup? What's stopping it? Why is there's a certain sectors who against it, or who just don't want the new system to do what it's supposed to do? So that's my only question when it comes to this to that.
And they've always been inconspicuous, man, like just doing things in the background, doing things, they be sneaky with it, you know what I mean? So, and a lot of time it's gonna, this whole thing, this whole reset is gonna disrupt everything that they've been doing for the past, 100 years. So they don't want that. I don't think they do.
Yeah, but they could only do so much, because supposedly one of the head of the ladies in SEC, I heard that Hester Pierce now it's kind of like she's going against of what the head of SEC is trying to do right now. She's saying that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because for the longest you had what's his name, Gary Gensler, that was saying that there is clarity in the space. There is clarity, but we all know there's no clarity for sure. Now we have Hester Pierce now. She pretty much saying that we need clarity into the system. Whatever that SEC has been trying to do is that they need to implement clarity.
Yeah, I think, she's always been against it, her and her other, comrades, but, ultimately, I guess it's up to the chair. But now, especially when the executive order came out, they didn't even mention the SEC. So they're null and void, man. They don't matter, so they just using these guys as pawns, man. That's all it is. But they already know the ultimate goal, what it's going to be.
Okay, y'all here first. All right, I was gonna play this on Chris Lawson clip with Bitcoin, but I played it another time for you guys.
That's huge right there.
Yeah, I played it another time. But what we have now is that the U.S. Senator Elizabeth Warren says that it's time for the U.S. to move towards creating their own central bank digital currency. So and then we have this other news right here, saying Russia could eat away at the dollar globally, global dominance, and boost the use of crypto, the IMF says. So the only reason I'm going to run through this because I want to talk about this. Then, of course, you got Auntie, the Royal Big Currency. She put this on Twitter, so he's telling y'all to get ready. XRP, of course, and he goes in the pre-zone just saying Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa have an alliance. They will buy Russian gas with ruble or gold. You see that? The U.S., Canada, and Europe are without payment contracts to be helped by Russia. So this is what's going on, guys. You see that they're not using the dollar to buy gas. They're using the Russian ruble. Their alliance. So you trying to excise out the SWIFT system, we're going to excise out of gas. So now everything was backed by gas. The dollar was backed by gas. So all of a sudden, you see this lady who father was with Nixon. She came out of nowhere and she started talking about it. Why her? Now, the other countries going with Russia getting the gas. Biden just tapped into the reserve gas. You see? So now what's going to happen? So put two and two together, people, guys. It's happening. They're resetting stuff. Once the reset happened, it's just me talking. I'm not there in the room at the table, but once this happened, guess what's going to happen? You're going to still drive your cars, but the new system is going to be in place. You see? And once the new system be in place, yeah, you have the front row seat, which you have XRP, and it's going to run on XRP.
This is my question though. So what's going to happen to the people debt, like house debt and car debt, like all that stuff goes away with the Great Reset?
All that stuff, a possibility, it will go away because, like they say, you will own nothing and you will like it. Because
I thought maybe the debt will still be around.
Well, you have to reset everything. You ever play Super Nintendo and Nintendo, and that thing gets stuck, and you got to reset that thing. See, they're gonna be saying thing. They're gonna reset that bad boy. You still gonna owe money. You still gonna owe money and debt to the banks and stuff, but it's not gonna be recorded. They're not on the show. Okay. They just trying to reset the government debt. They ain't gonna reset your debt.
Gotcha.
You see what I'm saying? They gonna always keep you in the hole out here in these streets. You can't, you ain't gonna be able to reverse. It's kind of like you going through the drive-through and you drive off and forgot to get ketchup, and you already 10 miles out. You're not gonna turn around and go get some ketchup from that same place. Nah, boy, you gotta eat the thing dry. Ooh. You see what I'm saying? No, I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, but thoughts.
But I think whatever it's gonna be, though, man. Whatever it's gonna be. Go ahead, Scotty.
Me personally is just. I think all those people, they're all in the same room together, man. They're all in the same bed. They know what they're doing because, like you said, we X'd out Russia from utilizing the SWIFT system, and now Russia's Xing us out from utilizing the gas and stuff like that. The oil. I truly believe that they're trying to bring in a level playing field because with the whole SWIFT system, not only that it's old, it's slow, and it's too expensive, but it can't do the job that needs to be done to put every other country and every other nation in the same level playing field. But with the whole new system, which that we all know, it could be XRP with the XRP ledger. What it's going to do is going to help every country and every nation to be in the same level playing field. So that way the competition can still be there. So it won't be no one above one another. So I think they know exactly what they're doing. And it's just a matter of time that everything just rolls out and things just start rolling.
Okay, we got like 4 minutes left. Question, boss. Let me start with you, boss. Price prediction. I'm gonna put you in the hot seat. Price prediction for XRP. I say in the next 3 months.
Like I said, I don't think it's just gonna, slowly but surely go to 5, go to 10, go to 100. I think it's gonna shoot up to 10,000. It's gonna stay there. It has to be stable so it can be fair, so it can be level.
All right, same question for you,
Absolutely.
Scotty. What you think?
I mean, absolutely, because not only hearing it from T Money's mouth, you also gotta hear it from Mr. Schwartz himself. He said that himself. He said that XRP cannot be one of those assets that's cheap. It's just impossible. It cannot be cheap, especially if it is designed to move certain amount of money through certain amount of transaction. It has to be expensive. It has to be worth a certain amount. It's not going to be cheap. And that's from Mr. David Schwartz himself.
Okay.
And 9,000 or better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's an asset that's designed to take over all the money. Including what the $27 trillion that's locked inside the Nostro Vostro. It's supposed to take over that. So, and much in other currency. So it's just, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. But I just know that it's not going to be one of those assets that's going to be cheap, like T said. It's going to be one of those assets that's like from the moment that the price spikes up, it's just going to be a very, very hot commodity.
Okay. So boss, any last word, boss?
I mean, as always, guys, believe in yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of time we put a lot of work and effort, man. A boss, he do the research, he do the editing. You know what I'm saying? We come together and we make this thing work for you guys. So, all we ask is to pay forward, like, comment, subscribe, and and believe in yourself, man. Believe that you can achieve everything and put God first, family second.
Scotty?
I'd like to thank both of you guys. It's an honor. It's a pleasure for having me on here. And also to the people, I appreciate you guys also. And also, just like Boss said earlier, we're not financial advisors, but we would like for everyone to have an open mind to at least take what we're saying into consideration, and then do your research. And if it makes sense for you, and if it seems like something that will be able to work for you, and just make it happen. And also, if you can, share the message with your loved ones as well, because it's a storm coming, and you better get prepared. That's all. Yeah.
So like I say, shout out to the crypto class, everybody online who liking and subscribing and everything. I always get shout out to people who responding to the crypto class. What's Up app, everything, man. And I really appreciate you guys. Taking the information. Don't take our word for it. Go ahead and look for yourself. It's in there, PDF file, find everything. Look for yourself. See what's going on. When you go to the gas stations, when you go around, look around, see what's going on. Open your eyes, because it's in front of you, but you learn about everything in life. You see what I'm saying? It's designed for you to not see. And it's right in front of your face, but you won't see it because your mind is focused on other places. You see what I'm saying? This is a chance of a lifetime.
All right, thank you for watching TNS Bosses Inc. If you like the content displayed, don't forget to tap that like and subscribe button ASAP.